starts now. Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Nancy Cox. Thank you for joining us at 6. A dicey day on the roads. And tonight, the threat of black ice could cause some problems for drivers.
Seth Phillips is in for Bill Meck tonight with what's next for us on this Threat Index 1 day. Seth.
That's right. Still tracking some snow out there. It's not quite finished. We still have squalls that are coming through, and they're still dumping some snow in some areas. So, yeah, definitely dicey on the roads, but that doesn't stop today. It continues into tomorrow as well. And that's exactly what our 1 is going to go to until tomorrow morning because of the fact that roads are going to stay a little slick out there. What's been happening is last night we had snow falling, melting, and then freezing on contact because temperatures were cold enough for it. Now it's snow, and some of it, yeah, could still definitely melt from the tires, the friction, and all of that can still melt and freeze. So that's what we're expecting. Winter weather advisory until 4 o'clock tomorrow morning for everybody north of the line. If you are south, and that does include the Mountain Parkway and some areas of 75, you are going to have to deal with some of this snow and some of it getting heavy at times. In the middle of the state, we do have flurries, but everything around it is light snow at this point. And you're probably still seeing it. Some of it has been collecting, some of it hasn't. But where it has been collecting, it's been making things a little dangerous on the roads. Mid-20s right now at the Bluegrass Airport, but it's feeling like the mid-teens with that wind that still has not really come down all that much. So your temperature spread, pretty much everybody right now in the mid-20s. And once again, that wind chill, mid-teens are even feeling like 11 right now in Pikeville. We'll talk more about the snow, the amounts, and also when it ends coming up in your full forecast.
All right, Seth, thank you. And there are a few closings to report tonight. The Southeast Kentucky Community and Technical College and Hazard Community and Technical College have canceled evening classes. Jackson County Schools and the Redbird Christian School in Clay County are both closed tomorrow.
Well, as you might imagine and maybe experience, that blast of winter weather created all sorts of problems with this morning's drive.
LEX 18's Michael Burke is live in Lexington where he continues our Storm Tracker team coverage. Michael?
Yeah, Kevin, Nancy, the wet roads last night coupled with a huge temperature drop and then more precipitation, as Seth mentioned, on top of that, made for a miserable morning commute for the Commonwealth's commuters. Alicia Drury knew this morning's commute was going to be a rough one.
My windshield was frozen over, my side was frozen over.
And her knuckles were white from gripping that steering wheel while driving over roads which were also frozen over in many spots.
I have 3 children that were in the car, so we didn't go above 35 the entire way.
From fender benders in Kenton County to an iced over stretch of 75 in Grant County and down into Rock Castle, where a truck carrying live chickens overturned. The winter weather we got overnight left its mark before and after sunrise.
I was in Lexington by 8 o'clock this morning, and as soon as I got to Newtown Pike over here, it was just bumper to bumper.
Gary made it in safely from Bourbon County before seeing any issues.
For the most part, people on back roads, I mean, they really take their time. They're not in a hurry like most people in the city.
Or maybe they just don't take the wheel armed with the same kind of advice.
You know, my mom always says it's better be late than to get where you're going than not be there at all.
Probably worth remembering when winter, actually gets here officially.
Winter's going to be so bad this year.
As we all experienced this morning, the last part of fall hasn't exactly been a picnic. And we're back live in Lexington outside, or on Ironworks Pike, rather. The drive home seems to be a bit better. You recall during the 5 o'clock hour we were here, snow was coming down pretty good. It accumulated a little bit. It is tapered off now, but still you need to watch those slick spots because we have not been over freezing all day. Trust me, I know. Covering the news live in Lexington from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom. Let's send it back to you.
Yeah, it is bad timing with some of the season's lowest temperatures yet for students at Kentucky State University. The heat's been out in some buildings for days, but unfortunately a manufacturing delay has pushed back the repair time. Tiffany Jackson continues our Storm Tracker team coverage.
Tuesday morning, a dusting of snow started to accumulate on campus at Kentucky State University. While students were cold walking to and from classes, some were just as cold inside their classrooms and dorms.
We haven't had heat at all.
Several buildings on campus lost heat 2 weeks ago when faulty equipment led to HVAC outages. The replacement part to fix the problem was supposed to be delivered and installed yesterday, but there's been a manufacturing delay. Freshman Larissa Williams says it was a surprise to come back to after Thanksgiving break.
I came back and my dad was like, "It's still cold." I said, "Yeah," so he bought me a heater before he left.
The university has extended their offer of putting students in the affected dorms in rooms at the Capitol Plaza Hotel until the end of the semester, but some students say they would rather stay put.
Well, I found out that we had shuttles, but I didn't really know that until last night, so I really didn't want to go because of transportation.
I'm gonna stay here. I mean, it's too much going back and forth, and it's trying to get there to classes on time and everything else. It's too much.
The university also offered space heaters to those staying on campus.
It's crazy that it's like this, but they're trying to do everything they can, so.
The replacement part is now expected to be delivered on Friday. Covering the news in Frankfurt, Tiffany Jackson, LEX 18 News.
For the latest look at the forecast, go to our website, lex18.com.
And if you're going to be out and about, download our LEX 18 Storm Tracker weather app. It's free. Also with the news this evening, another hepatitis A scare today in Lexington when the health department announced that workers at 3 area restaurants have been infected.
LEX 18's Jacqueline Nye shows us which ones are affected. She has tonight's latest developments.
Waffle House does not shut down for a hurricane, but today the parking lot at the Waffle House on Winchester Road is empty. The restaurant is shut down while it's being cleaned and the employees are being vaccinated for Hep A. The Fayette County Health Department says anyone who visited the Hardee's on Richmond Road from November 23rd to the 26th, the Waffle House on Winchester Road from November 11th to the 19th, and the Waffle House in Winchester on November 20th should get vaccinated for Hep A. The health department says there is a connection between the two Waffle Houses, but they couldn't say exactly what that is. Now, the health department says while it is relatively uncommon for restaurant customers to be infected with Hep A from an infected food handler, you should still get the vaccine.
They have self-selected to close down to do a thorough cleansing of the restaurants. They are also working with the health departments both here and in Clark County to provide vaccinations for all their employees.
The employees are not working at any of the restaurants until they're cleared to go back. Now that makes 4 restaurants total, including these 2 in Lexington, that have had cases of Hep A. Covering the news in Lexington from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom, back to you.
Attorneys for a 15-year-old charged with murdering 2 students in a January shooting in Marshall County claim the school system is tampering with witnesses. Gabriel Parker is the suspect in the January 23rd shooting that killed 2 students and injured more than a dozen people. Parker's attorneys claim a lawyer retained by the school system has been speaking with witnesses, particularly teachers, about the defense team. The motion claims the lawyer has been telling teachers not to speak with defense counsel. It also claims students were told by teachers not to speak with the defense. Parker's attorneys claim this is witness interference and it's impacting their investigation. A hearing is set for Friday.
A death investigation is underway in Perry County after human remains were found in a burning garage. The fire happened on November 21st in the Hardburley community. The remains were sent to Frankfurt for an autopsy. Investigators have not released the victim's name or cause of death.
There are new and chilling details in the mass murder of 8 people in Ohio.
Today, one of the 4 people facing aggravated murder faced a judge in Pike County, Ohio. LEX 18's Lee Searcy has the story.
Security intense as a handcuffed and shackled Jake Wagner pled not guilty to 23 charges at his arraignment. The 26-year-old, along with his parents and brother, are accused of the execution-style killings of the Roden family back in April of 2016. You may remember LEX 18 was there just a couple of weeks ago when police arrested his father, George Billy Wagner, right here in Lexington. In court, Jake Wagner sat quietly and answered questions from the judge.
Do you feel that you understand your right of speedy trial?
Yes.
Prosecutors believe Wagner killed 19-year-old Hannah Roden, the mother of his young daughter, and 7 members of her family over a custody battle. Court documents show he filed for custody of their daughter just 6 days after the murders. The victims ranged in age from 16 years old to 44. Police say all shot as they slept. Wagner's infant daughter unharmed as she slept with her murdered mother. Prosecutors say Wagner plotted and planned the massacre in great detail. The judge read some of the things Wagner allegedly bought to carry out the killings.
Brass catchers, items with which to build brass catchers, ammunition, a magazine clip, a bug detector, and/or parts to build a silencer.
Wagner remains jailed with no bond. Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
Today, the judge granted a gag order which prevents all parties, including law enforcement, from talking to the media about the case.
The search is on for a robber who targeted a bank in southern Kentucky this afternoon. It happened at the Hometown Bank on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin. That's just off 575. Corbin police say a man wearing a hoodie came in with a gun and demanded cash. He was last seen running toward a nearby Dollar General store.
A man was hit and killed while crossing a busy Lexington road. It happened around 5:30 this morning on Winchester Road between Fortune Drive and Patch and Wilkes Drive. According to police, James Hawkins Jr. was walking along Winchester Road when he was hit by a truck. He was taken to UK Hospital where he died an hour later. They couldn't believe their sudden loss when their friend was killed in a drunk driving crash.
But these Berea College students aren't letting anyone forget her. Their special holiday effort is coming up on LEX 18 News at 6.